Hi, this video is going to work through questions 11 through 15 from the midterm review exercises. These questions are based on the scenario: a grocery store employs 35 cashiers. 15 of the cashiers are under the age of 18, while the others are over the age of 18. The store is open on Christmas morning, and the manager needs 8 cashiers to work. To be fair, the manager puts all of the cashiers' names in a hat and selects 8 of them who will be scheduled to work on Christmas morning. We're going to let T be the number of teenage cashiers selected to work on Christmas morning. So first of all, it asks us what the space of T is. So the space is just asking us, like, what are the possible values that T could take on? Right? So keep in mind that here, looking at the number of teenage cashiers that could be scheduled to work, there are going to be 8 cashiers. We certainly have we have 15 teenage cashiers, so it's possible that none of them might be scheduled to work because there are also 20 older cashiers, and one of them could be scheduled to work anywhere from 0 to 8 of them could be scheduled to work. So the space of T is going to be the set of all T in this range from 0 to 8. Now question 12 asks me to give the probability mass function for T. Now here I need to recognize what type of distribution would be an appropriate one to model this situation. Now this is a situation where we're sampling without replacement. A cashier can't be chosen to work more than twice at the same time, right? And more than once at the same time. It's not possible. So you, by nature, have to be sampling without replacement in this situation. When we're sampling without replacement, remember, we don't have independence between our trials, and we can't use a binomial type of situation. But we can use as a hypergeometric. So this T should have a hypergeometric distribution. And when we're working with the hypergeometric distribution, we have a bunch of things we need to specify. We need big N, which is the total number of items that we could select from. So there are 35 cashiers, so that's our big N. We need N1, which is the number in the group that we're interested in counting from. So we're looking for the number of teenage cashiers. So how many total teenage cashiers are there in this group? There are 15, so that's N1. And 2 is the number that are not in the group that we're interested in. So since there are 35 total, 15 of them are teenage, that leaves 20 who are not. We also need little n, which is the number we're going to select. We're selecting 8 cashiers. So once we have sort of picked out this information, the hypergeometric distribution of f of t here, which is going to tell us the probability that our random variable is equal to exactly the value little t, is going to be n1, choose t, times n2 times n minus t over big N, choose little n. So in this situation, that would be 15, choose t, times 20, choose 8 minus t, divided by 35, choose 8. And that's our probability mass function. Question 13 asks what the probability is that exactly one of the teenage cashiers is selected to work. So remember, the probability mass function gives us the probability of exactly T teenagers being selected. So for question 13, we're just going to calculate f of 1. So that's going to be 15, choose 1, times 20, choose 8 minus 1 would be 7, divided by 35, choose 8. And if we put that all into the calculator, we should come out with 0.0494, rounded to 4 decimal places. Question 14 asks the probability that at least one of the teenage cashiers is selected to work. So here we're looking for the probability that t is greater than or equal to 1. Remember that this will be equal to 1 minus the probability that t is less than 1. Less than 1. And that is equal to 1 minus the probability that t is equal to 0. Right? So the only way I could have less than 1 teenager selected is to have no teenagers selected. So I'll have 1 minus 15, choose 0, times 20, choose 8, divided by 35, choose 8, and this whole thing comes out to about 0.9946. So it's almost a complete certainty that at least one teenager will be selected. And then the last part, what is the probability that exactly half of the cashiers selected to work on Christmas morning are teenagers? Well, since 8 are selected, this would be the probability that t is equal to 4. Should be f of 4. That would be 15, choose 4, times 20, choose 4, divided by 35, choose 8. And that gives me 0.2810. So that's the end of the solutions to the grocery store clerk's questions. Thanks.